Now, when I looked at that, I was like, you have got to be kidding me. Alright, y'all, this is James from 9 Free Projects. Remember to share, subscribe, and like this video. And number 4, hit that notification button down below. Share this because your teenagers need to hear this. Because this is a warning, 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 and especially to Christian parents. To everybody, but especially to Christian, well, I hate using that term, excuse me, to Bible-believing parents. And you have teenagers in the home or young kids in the home. You're best to be careful. So now, what am I talking about that's so, I guess, yeah, the word I want to use is explicit. So recently I was using my wife's phone and, well, we were on a road trip, and on the road trip I was trying to find some music to listen to. So and she has Spotify on her phone. So as I was looking at Spotify, looking at the screen, I saw a little box that said top 50 current songs. When I clicked on that, and see, this is where you have to be careful about what's going on. When I clicked on that box, I'm telling you, of the 50 songs that were listed, I want to say easily, up to 40 of those songs had the term explicit up under them. These are the top songs that are being played or what have you, and it looks like they were all current. Now, when I looked at that, I was like, you have got to be kidding me. You're trying to tell me that if I choose to listen to some music right now, if I want to listen to something that's somewhat current, that the only choices I have out of the 50, only 10 of them are suitable for my ears? Are you kidding me? At 47, I mean, when I was coming up in the 80s, and Madonna pushed the envelope a little bit, Prince pushed the envelope. Definitely nothing that I had access to with such ease. I wish someone, when it came to some things that I did hear from Prince, that somebody would have said, no, you don't need to be listening to that, this and that, because that stuff can stir some emotions up inside of you. So I'm like, 45 songs? Really? Are explicit? So this is the best we can get from today's current pop top artists, rap, R&B, whatever it may be. This is the best that we can do, is have explicit conversations over hypnotic beats. This is the best that we can do. Pushing sex, pushing drugs, pushing laziness. I mean, just a whole plethora of things that is geared towards young people and influencing the next generation. You know, I tell my son, the one that you saw on the last video about Wakanda, you won't be listening to certain music in our house. Now, when you get grown and you move out and you become your own grown man, then you can listen to whatever you want. That's between you and the God that you serve. However, under our roof, in our house, you won't be listening to this and you won't be watching that. Because we pay the bills around here, and so therefore you are subject to whatever rules that we have in our house. And I don't understand why some more Christian parents aren't like that. Giving their kids all these liberties and so forth, and giving them this smartphone. Those smartphones are a gateway for Satan to get to your kids. And if you're not monitoring your children's phones, then you are setting your children up to be influenced by the world big time. Because the best way to get to them through to your kids is by the gateway of the eyes and the ear, and that's how the heart is affected. So I never understood, you know, Christian parents that they get their kids these phones and give them free access. Of course, the internet is readily available anywhere, and so they have access, and then they get influenced by the world, and then you're trying to understand that at 21, you know, they believe in same-sex marriage, they believe abortion on demand is okay, even late-term abortions, the transgender or transanity issues, and you wonder why they become far-left Democrats. Or some SJWs. Social justice warriors, for those who don't know what I'm talking about. So yeah, we put the law down. In this house, you're not going to be listening to that. You're not going to be watching that. That's just the way it is. And if you don't like it, then you choose another. You have create an alternative for a place for you to live. It's that simple. Well, I'm paying the bills. We don't lock doors around here, so you don't have a locked door on your bedroom. I'm sorry, that just does not happen. Kids can be sneaky. They can come up with all kinds of ways of doing what they want to do, and I get that. If it happens on that way, then so be it. Again, they will have to deal with the consequences of their actions. If they're under my roof, then whatever I choose to lay down the law. And then secondly, if they're outside of my house, that's between them and God. You become a grown man and or woman at that point. And why is the police doing his lights? So anyway, all those songs were listed as explicit. And so, and I was telling my son, the one that you saw in the video, I was telling him the other day, I said, you have got to understand that the rap musicians or the pop artists out there nowadays, they are puppets for Satan and to do his bidding. They are puppets for Satan and this world system. They are priests, they are preachers, they are pastors for Satan. There's no other way around it. There is no other way around. You know, so when you get enamored and you get fascinated, you become fascinated about all these people. Yeah, these are puppets right now. And I don't care how much they talk about God and you know, and God opened it. And I'm not saying that, you know, that God is not making a way to some of these people. Who knows? I don't know. But what I am saying right now, if you're listening to this song and this song is talking about this and it's talking about that and it doesn't glorify God, it's not going to come up into my house. It's just not going to happen. We're not doing it. And so when you become all enamored and fascinating with these idols, then Christian parents, believers, followers of Christ, we've got to pay attention to what's going into the eyes and the ears of our children. You've got to pay attention. I mean, it's explicit, raunchy stuff. The B word now is so commonplace. You try to watch TV and then boom, all of a sudden the B word pops. You're like, what? Why? How? Are you serious? So you have to just be careful out there. I mean, you really, really have to be diligent. You have to be diligent in the pursuit of holiness. You know, there's a book called The Pursuit of Holiness, and that's one of the first books that I read coming up in my godly Christian walk. Becoming a follower of Christ, becoming a disciple, is that The Pursuit of Holiness. And that book was so good. It really taught me a lot about walking in holiness, not trying to be holy, but walking in the righteousness of God that has been imputed upon you. And with that being said, then you don't take for granted the sacrifice that was made for you so that you may live. Anyway, all right, so y'all, this is James from Now Free Project. Share this with a young person. And as always, remember Jesus Christ is Lord. And watch out for all that explicit stuff. Peace.